How's it going, everyone? Welcome to MotoBeto82. Today I will be going over the performance upgrades that I've done to my 2017 Yamaha WR250R. This is a part 1 of a 3-part series that I'm doing. Part 2 will be electronic upgrades and part 3 will be protection upgrades. Let's dive into the performance upgrades. Originally I was going to do an install type video, but YouTube is already saturated with those types of videos, so I figured I would just go ahead and install the products, then do a review video, which kind of brings me to today. It's been a little over 3 months since I've installed the upgrades, so I've gotten to test them out and get a good feel for the difference that they're making. I upgraded the full exhaust on my WR. I did some shopping around and finally decided to go with the FMF Q4 hex slip-on muffler and the Mega Bomb header. The FMF Q4 slip-on muffler is made out of aircraft grade aluminum and high-strength stainless steel. It includes the mid-pipe as well as a removable USFS spark arrestor. The max output is 96 decibels. The Mega Bomb is made out of stainless steel. Right off the bat, you will save 6.16 pounds. The stock exhaust is a little on the heavy side, so with the materials that the FMF muffler and mid pipe are made out of, you save quite a bit of weight on there. You will also notice a noticeable difference in the sound. The stock exhaust on the WR sounds like a sewing machine, which is, for my personal taste, it's really bad. I hated it. So this muffler gives it a deep exhaust sound, which I like. You will also notice a difference in power in all 3 parts of the power band, the low, mid, and the top end. That is, of course, if you do other upgrades to it, like upgrade the air filter, possibly mod the airbox, uncork the bike, and then tune it correctly. There's a lot of differences of opinions when it comes to this particular upgrade. There's a lot of people that say it's not worth doing it because it is rather pricey to get all this done, and people say that it's not worth the money for the power output that you get. So to give you a little perspective, this is what I paid for it. The Q4 was $310. The FMF Mega Bomb was $240. I did get a fuel controller, which was $225. Then I also had to get the servo emulator, which was $55, and then the AIS block off kit, which was $20. So it kind of adds up, but to me, that was money well spent. I enjoy the increase in power. I think I tuned it just right, so I really do feel the difference. So for me, it's worth it. Of course, for you, it might not. It kind of just depends. If you have, I guess, the money laying around to spend, and you want the little extra power. Another YouTuber kind of put it perfectly. I forget who it was, but he like I said, he kind of said it perfectly. You can only polish a turd so much, you know. At the end of the day, the motor is a 250, so you know it's only going to do what it can do, you know. So take that for what it's worth. Installation is super easy. Is as easy as basically just taking off the heat shields off your stock exhaust. You know, undoing the bolt that connects the muffler. Then there's going to be the X-up servo motor cables. That's probably the most difficult part of this whole installation process, taking those off. Once you take those off, you follow those to the servo motor. You're going to completely take the servo motor off. Then you're going to plug in the X-up servo emulator, and I'll get into more detail with that once I do the electronics series of video of this series. Then you know, take the header off, and then you put the new header on and the new mid-pipe muffler. Make sure that you use silicone where the mid-pipe and the header meet. Make sure you use the high heat one, or the heat resistant one. And then the only other thing you would need to do is do the AIS block off kit, which is the air induction system. That's real easy to do as well. Basically just gonna untighten some bolts. That system goes from your block all the way up to your air box. It's really easy to follow, and there's going to be a block off for where it goes to your block, and then there's going to be a block off for the air box, and that's really it. It's, like I said, it's really easy. I also upgraded the air filter to a no-toil Superflow filter kit. This, you know, obviously is a high flow air filter, which increases the performance and throttle response. This particular air filter, it's a complete replacement of the OEM filter. So it includes the super strong high density polymer filter cage with no backfire screen that allows the maximum amount of airflow to go through all the way up to the intake. You also get a top quality 2-stage flame retarded pre-oiled air filter, and the foam is especially treated to extinguish flames or sparks, so the filter won't burn. And I paid $50 for it. The next upgrade I'm going to talk about is the front sprocket, rear sprocket, and the chain. So I decided to update the front sprocket with a Renthal sprocket. It's a 14 tooth sprocket. This particular sprocket is made out of 655 M13 nickel chrome molybdenum alloy steel. You know, I did a little research on that because to me that really didn't mean much. But you know, it's a really high strength steel, which is kind of what I wanted. It also has some self-cleaning mud grooves to prevent dirt and mud buildup. And then for the rear sprocket, I did the Renthal twin ring sprocket. So it has the inner ring, which is enhanced 7075 T6 aluminum alloy, and then the outer ring is nickel coated EN8 steel, which also is excuse me, the outer ring is really hard steel, which is what I wanted for the actual teeth part. And then the center part, the aluminum alloy, is low weight, so save weight with that. And the chain, I got the Renthal R3 520 chain. This particular one, is has the O-rings, and I decided to go with this one because from the research I did, it supposedly is going to last a little bit longer. It has the high carbon steel pins. It's already pre-stretched, so supposedly that helps with the adjustments and things like that. And as far as the spec, I kind of already said it's a 520 pitch, and the average tensile strength is 7,420 pounds, which is more than enough, you know, for this WR250. So yeah, you know, I'm very happy with this upgrade. For the chain, I paid $108. The rear sprocket was $90, and the front sprocket was $23. So this upgrade was definitely well worth it. With the gearing change, you get more. You can definitely feel it on the low to mid range, especially when you're doing off-road. And then it's geared enough to where also on the highway you can comfortably do 70-75 miles an hour without I guess revving out the engine. So well worth the investment, and plus the installation is easy if you have the tools. And the last upgrades I did was on the steering wheels. So not wheel, but the bars. Kind of more for the handling. So I got the ProTaper Evo Handlebar, which came with the ProTaper Universal Solid Mounts. This is made out of aluminum alloy, which is it's lighter, and it can yield. I guess it could take more than the OEM handlebars if you lay the bike down. Also got the ProTaper pillow top grips, helps with the gripping and eliminate the vibrations. And then I got the Zeta aluminum throttle tube. So I paid $90 for the handlebars. I paid $13 for the pillow top grips, and then I paid $34 for the throttle tube. And you know, these upgrades weren't really necessary, but like I said, it really helps with the handling with the new handlebar. It's a totally different feel from the OEM ones. They sit a little higher up, and they can handle, you know, you're not going to bend them if you lay the bike down like you would the OEM. The throttle tube helps with the throttle response, and then the pillow grips help with the vibrations. So overall, I'm very happy with these upgrades as well. So that's all I got, guys, for the performance upgrades. Stay tuned for the electronic upgrades and then the protection upgrades that are coming up next. But thanks for sticking around. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And y'all take it easy. Peace.